Vowels, I love. They glitter like colored stones. They leap like silver fish. Their form, thread, metal, dew. I run after certain words. They're so beautiful that I want to fit them all into my poem. I catch them in mid fight. As they buzz past, I trap them, clean them, peel them. I set myself in front of the dish. They have a crystalline texture to me, vibrant, ivory, oil like fruit, like algae, like agates, like olives, and then I stir them, I shake them, I drink them, I gulp them down, I mash them, I garnish them. I let them go, I leave them in my poem like stalactites, like silvers of polished wood, like coals, pickings from a shipwreck, gifts from the waves. Now, after reading these lines, what do you feel? I feel as if the narrator is like a cook. He wants to cook a delicious dish out of these words. Now, here some particular important lines are being written, which is usually being asked in the examination paper. So he has compared the vowels with glittering stones, right? My God, yes, you could see here. Glitters like colored stone. So the vowels for him are glittering colored stones. They are like silver fishes. They are like thread, foam, dew metals to him. So here he has used a lot of metaphors. Since he has come sorry, not metaphors, similes actually. He's compared vowels with silver fishes, foam, thread, metal, dew. So, to what the vowels are being compared could be asked as a question, and then these lines are all about the words which beautify your writings. The poet uses a variety of similes in the following lines and surrealistic images like the silver fishes, the form, the thread, metal, ivory, algae, algates, right? So here he makes use of a lot of similes by comparing the vowels with algae, algates, and lot of other examples. Now here the poet compares himself as if he's a cook and he cooks a delicious dish. Now he catches the words like a bee, just like a bee fly here and there. He wants to catch words. He actually prepares a dish by gulping them, by smashing them, by steering them, by making a lot of changes. He has cooked a beautiful poem, right? So, by chewing, by drinking, by mashing, he makes necessary changes and appropriation in them, and then find applies to them, right? So here, another thing which you could see is the important terms that is the stalactites and the silvers of polished wood. In this, he has compared the words with all beautiful things in the nature, right? And then another thing which comes as an important thing is the shipwreck, which are the gifts from the waves. This actually conveys a deep meaning. If you want, you could just note it down somewhere at the side of these lines. Now I'll be reading. For a shipwrecked man who has lost himself in uninhabited island, everything that washes ashore from the wrecked ship are of exclusive value. And so like that for the poet, words are of exclusive value. Now, a person who is just being left alone in an island, empty island, vacant island, for him, things coming ashore, near the shore, seems to be of exclusive value. In the same way, words to the poet is of exclusive value. So these words are like gifts from the waves, gifts from the waves. So how beautifully he has compared words with many things, right? As I've told you, yeah, buzz trap, and yes, these are the important things being included in this paragraph. Let's move into the next paragraph. Everything exists in the world. An idea goes through complete changes because one word shifted its place or because another settled down, like a little thing inside a phrase that was not expecting her but obeys her. They have shadow, transparency, weighty feathers, hair, and everything they have gathered from so much rolling down the river, from so much wandering from country to country, from being rooted so long. They're very ancient and very new. They live in the hidden bare, in the budding flowers. How beautifully he has explained the words, right? So, it is actually talking about the human civilization was possible only because of language. As the poet says, that the Bible sees word as a god. Neruda says that everything exists in the word. Everything in this world is in the word. Right? How beautifully he has written it. With the shifting of a single word in a phrase, an idea undergoes a complete change. Words have acquired several features. So these features are shadow, transparency, weighty feathers, hairs. These are the features of words which are being included because they have traveled over the river of life, gathering experience and acquiring new meanings. So from country to country, words changes, their meaning changes entirely, right? Just like the pebbles rolling down into the rivers, they completely change their shape, right? The same way words, when they travel from country to country, they change their meaning. Words are very ancient and maybe very new. They live in hidden bare and in budding flowers. Okay, so it's compared. Just giving you an example. For 17th century, wife meant only for women, but here now later on only it began to mean the female spouse, right? Today, woman means the whole of these female is being included, but during 17th century, women was a term being used for wife, right? So how these words are being changed over time, right? Now let's move on to the next paragraph. What a great language I have. It's a fine language we inherited from the fierce conquistadors. They strode over the giant corridors, over the rugged American, hunting for potatoes, sausages, bean, black tobacco, gold, corn, fried with a voracious appetite not found in the world since then. They swallowed up everything religions, pyramids, tribals, idioteries, just like the ones they bought alone in their huge sacks. Wherever they went, they racked the land. But words fell like pebbles out of their boots of the barbarians, out of their breeds, out of their helmets, their horseshoes, luminous words that were left glittering here. Our language. We came up losers, we came up winners. They carried of gold, they left us gold, they carried of everything, they left us everything, they left us the words. Now, see how beautifully the poet has put a critical remark against the colonization or the foreign invasion. He said that the conquerors who has come to loot the countries has now left something very precious to us. That is the words. If they have looted the potatoes, the sausages, the beans, black tobacco, corn, fried eggs, and then what else? Yeah, religions, pyramids, tribals, idioteries. If they have looted all these things, they have just dropped things like pebbles from their boots of barbarians, out of their breeds, out of their helmets, their horseshoes, luminous words which are glittering have fall down from their sacks. If they have carried these all things, they have left us some beautiful things. These are the words. So, summarizing this last paragraph, these line actually expresses Neruda's deep love for language. He describes the entry of Spanish language to Latin America by narrating the 16th century Spanish invasion of Mexico and Peru. The Spanish conquistadors entered Latin America to steal food, gold, and resources. They conquered the new land and wiped away the native religion, culture, tribal culture, traditions, and looted gold and food. But Neruda takes this invasion positively. In an interesting way, he says that while the conquerors looted material resources, the luminous, shining Spanish language fell like pebbles from their boots, breeds, and horseshoes. Although the conquerors succeeded in taking away these materialistic things, they left us something gold. That is, if we are losers, we are winners too. If we have been left as beggars. We have won the real gold. If they have carried everything, they have left us everything, which actually is the pure gold beauty of words. The British invasion of India, even as we lost precious material resource, we lost the English language. Sorry, we got the English language. They left behind, which has become an important and beautiful part of our culture today, right? So even if the British has looted everything from our country, they has left something very precious, that is their language, English. which is being used in this country beautifully, right? So this is all about the poem, and then rest of these notes and question answers will be given in another video. I have 4 notes, summary, and then the question answers of this particular chapter. I have put a link in the description box. Please go through that link, and please note down the important notes, summary, as well as question answers of this chapter. And then in the next video, I'll be discussing some of the important questions of this particular chapter, and then what has been asked in papers of previous years in Calicut University based. So this is all about it. Thank you.